Daily Animated Text. Good morning to all those who love Jehovah God, to this spiritual breakfast. Topic for today is
A promise to Abraham.
And the daily text that we will analyze today is
Romans chapter 5, verse 5. Hope does not disappoint. A solid hope. In a world where promises fade over time, the hope that comes from the promises of Jehovah God remains firm and unshakable. Abraham's story invites us to trust in divine promises even when they seem impossible. Despite his advanced age and the infertility of his wife, Abraham did not doubt Jehovah's power. Rather, he clung with faith to a hope not based on human probabilities, but on the promises of the one who never lies. Hope does not disappoint. Romans chapter 5, verse 5.
Jehovah promised his friend Abraham that all nations of the earth would be blessed by means of his offspring. Because Abraham had deep faith in God, he was convinced that God's promise would come true. Even so, when Abraham was 100 years of age and his wife was 90, that faithful couple still did not have a son. Yet, the Bible says, based on hope, Abraham had faith that he would become the father of many nations according to what had been said. Romans 4:18. You know that Abraham's hope was realized. He did become father to the son he had long hoped for, Isaac. What was the basis for Abraham's confidence? Because of his close personal relationship with Jehovah, Abraham was fully convinced that what God had promised would come true. Romans 4:21. Jehovah approved of Abraham and declared him righteous because of his faith.
Daily Text Lessons.
When hope becomes a reality. The hope that springs from knowing Jehovah does not disappoint. Abraham experienced it, who, despite impossible circumstances, firmly believed that God would keep his word. And so it was. His faith not only gave him a son, but also made him the father of many nations. His story inspires us never to doubt the promises of our Creator for a moment. When we are convinced, like Abraham, that Jehovah has the power and the desire to fulfill what he has said, our hope becomes a sure anchor. In every divine promise there is a guarantee. God always keeps his promise.